Hello and welcome to Anglify Hub. Hey, stop right there. Let me ask you something. Have you ever gone shopping and suddenly forgotten all your English? Like, you know the words, but when it's time to speak, nothing comes out. Yeah, that's frustrating. But don't worry, today we're fixing that. In this video, I'm going to teach you everything you need to go shopping in English, from vocabulary, to real conversations, to how native speakers actually speak in real life. But before we start, quick favor, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend learning English. It really helps me a lot. Alright. Let's go shopping. Let's start with the basics, types of shops. First, we have a department store, a big store where you can find almost everything. Clothes, electronics, home items, all in one place. Then we have a boutique, a small, stylish shop. You know, the kind of place where everything looks a little expensive. Next, a thrift store, or second-hand shop. I personally love these, because you can find amazing things for very low prices. A supermarket, or grocery store, where you buy food and daily essentials. A pharmacy, for medicine and personal care. A convenience store, small, usually open late, perfect when you need something quickly. And finally, a shopping mall, a big place with many stores inside. Native speakers usually just say, the mall. Now let's talk about clothing. This is essential. Because saying that thing is not going to help you. Let's start with tops. A t-shirt, simple and casual. A blouse, more elegant. A hoodie, very comfortable. A sweater, perfect for cold weather. Now bottoms. Jeans, everyone's favorite. Trousers, or pants, more formal. Shorts, for warm weather. A skirt, different styles and lengths. Now, the full outfits. A dress. A suit, very important for formal situations. A jumpsuit, one piece, very stylish. Don't try to memorize everything. Focus on what you actually use. Now, this is where most learners panic. When someone says, "Can I help you?" And you're like, "Nothing." So here's what you can say. I'm looking for. I need something for. Do you have this in a medium? Very simple. Very natural. You don't need perfect English. You just need clear English. Now imagine this. You walk into a clothing store, and a shop assistant approaches you. She smiles and says, "Hi, welcome, are you looking for something specific?" And you say, "Hi, yes, actually. I have a job interview next week, and I need something professional, but not too formal." The assistant nods and says, "Of course, something smart but comfortable. What size are you?" And you reply, "I usually wear a medium, but sometimes a small, depending on the fit." So she says, "No problem, let me show you a few options." She brings a blazer and says, "This one is very popular, it's a wool blend, very comfortable and elegant." You look at it and say, "Oh, I like this, can I try it on?" She smiles. Of course, the fitting rooms are right over there. A few minutes later, you come out and say, "I like it, but the sleeves are a bit long." And she replies, "That's okay, we can alter it for you, it will be ready in 3 to 5 business days." Then you ask, "Perfect, and do you have a shirt that would go well with this?" And she says, "Yes, let me show you a few options." Instead of saying kind of, native speakers often say, kinda. For example, I'm kinda looking for something casual. Now let's go to the supermarket. This is where things get interesting. Because you always buy more than you planned. Let's learn some key vocabulary. The produce section, fruits and vegetables. The dairy aisle, milk, cheese. The bakery, bread and pastries. The checkout, where you pay. Now imagine this. You're at the supermarket, and you can't find something. So, you walk up to an employee and say, "Excuse me. I'm looking for the pasta sauce. I can't find it." The employee replies, "Sure, it's in aisle 7, on the left, right next to the pasta." You smile and say, "Oh, that makes sense, thank you." Then you ask, "By the way, do you have organic olive oil?" And the employee says, "Yes, we do, there's a small organic section in aisle 5. You respond, "Perfect, thanks." Later, you go to the checkout. The cashier looks at you and says, "Hi, did you find everything you were looking for today?" And you say, "Almost. I couldn't find almond milk." The cashier replies, "Oh. I'm sorry, we'll have it back in stock tomorrow." You nod. "No problem." Then the cashier asks, "Do you have a loyalty card?" And you say, "No. I don't." So she says, "Would you like to sign up? You'll get a discount today." And you answer, "Sure, why not?" Finally, she says, "Your total comes to $32.50, cash or card?" And you respond, "Card, please." Now, let's talk about prices. You can say, "How much is this? Is this on sale? Do you have any discounts?" And in smaller shops, you might hear, "Can you do any better?" Now imagine you need to return something. You go back to the store and say, "Hi. I'd like to return this, please." They ask, "Do you have the receipt?" You say, "Yes, here it is." Then they ask, "What seems to be the problem?" And you explain, "It doesn't fit me properly." So they say, "Would you like a refund, or an exchange?" And you answer, "I'd like a refund, please." All right. Now you're ready to go shopping in English with confidence. Now it's your turn. What are you going to buy this week? Write it in English in the comments. And if this video helped you, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone learning English. That really helps me create more content for you. See you in the next lesson.